Hello everyone, welcome to Another Day in the Car. I'm Julez, and I just finished watching Letecia Stauch's appearance in court today. She is competent, as we all had already guessed. Her next court date is going to be on March 11th and 12th at 8:30 a.m. And at that time, she's going to have the proof. She's going to have the proof evident, presumptive great hearing, and preliminary hearing on both her capital offense and her escape attempt charges. And now a little bit about what happened today. I observed Letecia in her little holding cell, and at first she was kind of doing that pacing around thing where she was staring at the ceiling and just kind of like wandering in a little bit of a circle in her cell. And she appeared to be really out of it until they started discussing the next step in the hearing after she was found to be competent. And then she started like shaking her head, really emphatically. And then her attorney said that Letecia wanted to file a conflict and wanted to have a conflict hearing. And so the judge said that he needs to hear from Letecia first, and that's going to be sealed. We're not going to know what's in that. And that if there needs to be a conflict hearing, that the prosecution is not going to be allowed in, and they won't know what's going on with that until after the results of that hearing. And that will take place before the next court dates if Letecia and her attorneys file that with the judge. And I'm really curious as to what that conflict could be. If any of you have an idea, please comment below. During the hearing, Letecia was observed wearing the suicide vest, which is for people that have had some sort of mental health issue there in jail, and there's a wide variety of things that could have been. But usually they're not allowed to wear clothing underneath the thing so that they can't use underwear as a means of harming themselves. And she had her hands cuffed in front of her and attached to her waist with chains. There was a red padlock on the chains as well. And she was looking like she was out of it until they started talking about when the next court dates were going to be. And then she started shaking her head, walked to the front of her cell over where the camera was. And that's when her attorney mentioned that she wanted a conflict hearing, and I am not sure what the conflict could possibly be, but I do know that Michael Allen is not going to be privy to what is in her complaint or what happens at the conflict hearing. And then I also noticed that the rest of the time, Letecia went to the door of this little holding cell and was staring out the window out into the hallway, and once in a while I could see some orange scrub type thing, which I believe is probably other inmates walking down the hallway. But she spent the rest of this court appearance staring out that window. And Michael Allen, who is the DA, also requested that the judge inform the sheriff's department that they need to put on heightened security in light of the competency hearing. And I'm not sure what the worry is there, but I do appreciate his stepping forward and saying, hey, we need to heighten security on this. And the judge agreed too and said that he totally understood what Michael Allen was referring to. And so there's going to be heightened security around Letecia. She's wearing that vest thing. Apparently, the judge is going to be getting a letter from Letecia and possibly her attorney as well. I'm not sure exactly who needs to write him the letter regarding the conflict. And then there'll be a conflict hearing if he receives something in writing. And then after that is when the court dates of March 11th and 12th should be taking place. And for now, that's all we've got. Letecia is competent, and the trial will be moving forward. And, depending on the outcome of that conflict hearing, the court dates are going to be March 11th and 12th at 8:30 a.m. Those are a Thursday and a Friday. Thank you for watching Another Day in the Car with Julez.